She will bring the wine.
Cold?
Yes, cold, of course.
How well do you speak English?
I am bilingual.
Oh, hell.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I expect I was hoping that you were exclusively native, or mute, or had your vocal cords removed at birth or something.
Why?
Well, it's not Brazil, but at least it's four walls and a place to sit down.
Brazil?
Bang, bang.
Oh, God, look who's here.
Insolent little bastard.
Donna, I thought you were in Brazil.
I was. I thought I'd just, jolly well jet over for the film festival. Anything to annoy Leo. Where is he, by the way?
Out.
Can't you shut him up? It was bad enough when we were making the picture.
Christ.
You must admit Hardy is a most awful little sod. What's he still doing here?
Well, he isn't exactly still here. Leo's brought him over for the premiere.
What on earth for?
Well, I suppose if you were a 15-year-old kid who'd been scooped out of a London slum into a feature film, you know.
How sweet of Leo. Nice for the press, too.
Why have you come, Donna?
My God, I'm only the bloody star, after all.
Which is why you vanished to Brazil 2 weeks before the festival, and why each of your replies to my frantic cable said, "Get stuffed." I wonder if the Brazilian postal people knew what that meant.
Leo didn't ask me to come.
Well, the distributors did. So did I. And why Brazil, for one thing? When you bolt, you usually head for Saint-Tropez.
I walked into the airport, looked at the next scheduled flight, and Brazil it was. I can promise you I shall never go there again. Not bloody likely. What a pity Jack only got shot in the film. He rather tempts one to shoot him for real.
I would get somebody bilingual. My wife's bilingual, too. Born in Poland and raised, if that's the word for it, in England. You're talkative by nature. You're curious. Like to get to know people.
I am whatever you pay me to be.
Ah, yes. Well, let's get that one out of the way. How much?
For me, 50. For the woman, 10.
And the wine?
10.
Which means you come for the price of 5 bottles.
Thank you. There you are, you see? It is cold.
Damned hot out there. Oh, now, wait a minute.
As you wish. What is it about Brazil?
Oh, nothing to worry about. I'm just obsessed with the place. Yes, I'm hung up on Brazil, you know. I wish you'd sit down. Tell me your name, eh?
Anita.
Mine's Leo Brent. I'm here with the film at the festival. They're having a screening this afternoon at 4. It's all bloody nonsense. It always is. Now, about this getting undressed.
You want me to now?
Look, are you in a hurry or what?
No.
Then let's get something clear. Crystal clear. I came up off the street with you for 3 things. 1, a cold drink. 2, to sit down. And 3, to take my bloody shoes off. I know it's an expensive way of going about it. I don't care about the money. And anyway, I couldn't have walked another 10 yards.
And that is all?
Those are my sole requirements.
I am not attractive to you?
I think you're ravishing.
You are afraid I am not clean?
Well, I hadn't thought of that, seeing as beside the point.
You want something different?
Just to get my bloody shoes off. There you are. That's all it is. 2 hot feet. Burning like cinders. And all this weight marching about on top of them in 90-odd degrees Fahrenheit.
When I came through the house, I told the maid to bring out some cold wine.
Still on the Chablis?
Still on the Chablis.
There's a projection at 4. I'm supposed to be meeting Leo at the theatre with his notes. They're having a kind of forum after the showing. You know how he hates that sort of thing.
Poor old Howard. Still trotting after Brother Leo. Making sure he's got his briefcase, his notes, his bloody air ticket, his this, his that, and the other.
That's what he pays me for. If it wasn't for Leo, I should still be slaving my guts away at the Inland Revenue.
Lovely old successful Leo.
Well, you married him.
And left him.
And, what's more, all things considered, I think it was very decent of him to have you in his last film.
Come, Howard. He's no altruist. It was just damn good casting. Except for that demonic boy with his cokes and his comics.
Jack's marvellous in the film. You should have seen some of the little cream puffs that we auditioned. Little boy prima donnas from the breakfast food commercials.
Yes, and didn't he just enjoy the scene where he had to creep up and take a squeeze at my left breast?
Who wouldn't? Especially a ripe and bursting adolescent.
Would you, Howard,
What?
enjoy doing that?
Now, look here, Donna.
Would you like to look here?
Please, come off it.
And I used to think I'd married the wrong brother.
Thank you.
Let's be naughty and get completely sloshed. What about it?
You know, I once came down that street in a tank. Nothing but rubble. I'm amazed this house is still here. Silly bugger I was. Tanks, I thought. That's it, tanks. Your feet off the ground and plenty of armor plating. There are some very nasty ways to die in a tank.
I am glad I was not born then.
So am I. Why do you do this?
Going with men for money?
Exactly. Prostitution.
I only have for 1 month, and not often. I am a student. I need the money.
Of course, there's only about 100 other ways of making a bit extra.
Why does it annoy you so much?
Doesn't bloody well annoy me.
It is my own choice. I suppose you paid for your wife?
My now separated wife is an actress.
And she used always to pay everything for herself? So her going to bed with you was different for that?
Of course it was.
Why did you separate?
Because I'm too bloody awful to live with. I've had 3 wives. They all fled after punishing me with their martyrdom. And long enough to leave a few scars.
I wonder where Leo is.
I have no idea. He said that he was going to walk about a bit before the projection.
In this heat?
He's probably in some cafe with a nice cold lager. Or something. You didn't just turn up for the premiere, did you?
Not quite. I don't think I like Leo's films anyway.
Oh, no? He's only about one of the top 20 odd in the entire bleeding world.
I didn't say he isn't good. I said I didn't like his movies.
I assume that large bed is not for customers. I mean, otherwise, why the divan with the sheets turned back, ready and waiting?
I am not to use it.
Well, doesn't anybody use it? Special customers, for example. What are the qualifications? Who gets the luxurious romps?
I know very little about this house, or the woman who keeps it. I ask nothing.
You look as if she's going to come bursting in here with a pack of wild dogs.
Of course she won't come. But I am timid. In everything.
Well, fear me not.
Are you famous?
Well, let's put it this way. In the last 15 years, I have made 8 films. 2 of them made a lot of money. One of them was hailed as a masterpiece. The others had more complicated destinies.
Have you never been with a prostitute?
Twice. When I was a young man. The first time I ran away. The second time, she put her hand on me and started singing. I was petrified. There we were. She was sitting on my knee, staring out of the window and trilling like a bloody canary. Me sweating with humiliation. Oh, it was funny, all right. About as funny as a hummingbird trying to excite a walrus. And needless to say, she was hoping I'd pay up and get out. But meanwhile, a cantata or two.
Maybe when she was looking out of the window, she was daydreaming.
She certainly didn't have her mind on her work.
Was she naked?
In an offhanded sort of way.
Where was it?
Cyprus. Near a place called Famagusta. I was born in Cyprus. Father in the army. The first words I ever uttered were in Greek. There's nothing like a classical education. What finer than to gaze up at your old nanny's lined face and declaim a syllable or two in the language of Homer? Well, not really like Homer. But what the hell? You look bored.
What is your film about?
A woman who shoots her stepson. A 15-year-old monster. Bang, bang, she goes. There he is, dead.
Sounds horrible.
It was both passionate and logical.
I always liked it here.
Until Leo shot the film here.
Well, didn't you think it was weird?
Yes. Suppose I did.
Why don't you leave him?
You know, I don't mind being his paid secretary come everything else. It's a very comfortable life, all things considered.
And comfort is all.
Of course it isn't.
Well, then.
Why did you come here this afternoon, Dana?
Leo's degenerating fast. I wanted to see how far the process had gone.
I don't know what you mean, degenerating.
He's physically sick, emotionally demoralized, and his talent.
His talent what?
Arid.
No sign of it in this last film?
We'll see what the world thinks.
Since when did it matter what the world thought?
To Leo, always.
I wish you'd piss off.
This place belongs to me too, you know.
Legally.
You don't wish I'd piss off. You wish I'd come upstairs with you. I'm not degenerating, dear Howard.
It's time I was leaving for the film theatre.
With little Jack. You'll make sure he's presentable, won't you? And if Leo's drunk...
He won't be.
I admit it's often hard to tell. On these occasions, I mean. Especially with a foreign audience. All the same, I'm surprised you let him wander off on his own this afternoon.
He said he was feeling depressed. That he wanted to be on his own.
Ah. Depressed.
Come upstairs, then.
A quickie before the projection.
What? What's the matter?
You have no more time.
Haven't I?
I mean, with me, unless you wish to pay more.
You what?
For 50, it is half an hour.
All right. You pick one of these notes off the table every 10 minutes. How about that? Stop! Let's stop! It's a rehearsal. It's not a real beating. For God's sake, you're hurting the boy.
Bitch.
Look, I did what you wanted. I sent the crew away. You said you wanted to rehearse.
She wanted to bloody carve me up.
Jack, clear off for a bit, will you? Donna,
It's in the bloody screenplay.
there's real and real. You really wanted to hurt the poor little
I'm
sod.
leaving, Leo.
Not with your contract, you aren't.
I mean, I'm leaving you. I hate the film, I hate the boy, and I hate you.
Do you understand this scene?
I'm his stepmother. He loathes me. I don't know how to get through to him. He's violent. He brings out my violence, yes. And all in lovely Victorian colour, yes. Meanwhile, back in one of the bloody colonies, my husband is being a true blue officer, yes.
Right.
I need a drink.
Come and sit down.
You amaze me, that's all.
Would you care to elaborate?
You could be making an original on the same subject set now with a damn sight more relevance. So why are we screwing around with all this period bit? You and Robert Kelvin are about the only two people who can see the point, if there is one.
Robert can hardly see the point of the film when he's dead.
All you wanted to do was film Robert's last novel.
It's by no means a valedictory gesture.
No. Are you sure?
Did you hate Robert Kelvin too?
Not hate. Despised, maybe.
Why?
For the same reasons he despised himself. He didn't booze himself to death because he was an alcoholic. Anyway, what's an alcoholic? No. He recognized he was a particular kind of breed.
Do you know why he called this film The Last Days of Buster Crook?
Because, lacking the guts, the passion, or the courage, he took wind of fashion, didn't he? Edwardian England, Victorian England, collapse, disintegration and decay, while the chaps still stride out of the cricket pavilions with their bats and play the game with the locals, yes!
I wish you'd shut up about it.
I'm not going to shut up about you and me.
We're going to rehearse this scene, or aren't we?
Oh, we'll rehearse it. We'll finish the film. And you'll trot out your boys' star discovery at the press conferences, and they'll lick your feet at Cannes or Venice or wherever, and I shall blow.
A student. What do you study?
The cello.
While the chaps still stride out of the pavilion with their bats to play the locals.
I do not know what you're talking about.
The bleeding, blasted, bloody cello?
Why not?
Oh, it's a beautiful instrument. There's nothing like the old themes. 30 dollar, $50. I wonder how they're doing over there in Brazil. Amazonian Indians dying of this and that. Political prisoners being forced to watch their women violated with broomsticks. Screams of the maimed and dying in various cellars. Over there, Private Yardley brought me a boot. A German soldier's boot. With the foot and part of the leg still in it. He was grinning.
Whilst you were asleep, I got more wine.
Did you hear what I was just saying?
Of course.
But you're not hooked on reflections about Brazil.
I have my own thoughts.
Do you? Do you really?
You have some kind of terrible violence in you.
Bang, bang, you're dead.
What is your film really about?
My son. His stepmother loathes him. And he doesn't know how to make her love him. She's aggressive. She brings out his aggression. So he shoots her. Oh, I took the precaution of setting the whole thing in a Victorian context.
Your son?
Well, naturally not in the film. But I put my own son in the film, in the part of the boy that does the hit job on his stepmother.
But...
Look, why don't you take your clothes off after all?
Are you undressing, Howard?
Well,
Well, don't. mean, you are queer, aren't you?
I don't know.
Don't know?
I don't.
I mean, there was never once a time when...
Well, there have been times, yes.
When?
Did you know that Jack was Leo's bastard son?
No.
Doesn't seem to affect you very much.
Leo is the kind of person who gradually drains away one's capacity for surprise. The question is, are you evading a point or making one?
Did Leo ever talk to you about the past?
Childhood, youth, early manhood, etc.
Anything at all?
Never. Always had enough trouble coping with his confusions about the present.
We were both very happy when we were young.
We were poor, but we were happy.
Mother,
Yes, dear?
what's the point of having such a nice garden and sitting in the middle of it on a rug?
It's more comfortable.
Do you know what happened to my real mother?
She drank herself to death.
You're lying.
It's your father who lies.
Not to me.
Well, what does your father say happened to your real mother?
He says, another day, old chap. Another day.
I believe in telling children the truth when they ask for it.
I'm not a child. I'm 15.
Your mother couldn't stand the climate.
What?
Or the life of a regimental officer's wife.
Yes, but...
Or your father.
She loved my father.
You will discover one day that that is beside the point. One can love and abominate a person at the same time. The problem is to reconcile the two emotions and, at the same time, struggle for aloofness from both. I should imagine in her way, your mother was quite heroic.
I don't like the way you talk to me.
I don't like your constant references to your real mother.
What? Anna,
Yes, dear.
you don't understand a damn thing about this film.
What did I do wrong now?
You forgot the butterflies.
I forgot the what?
When he says, I don't like the way you talk to me, you're supposed to get off your damned ass and stamp on the case of butterflies.
I didn't feel like doing it just then.
God help we sons of bitches that put our wives into our films.
Doesn't it make any difference, our being separated?
Separated? Separated? You wouldn't know a separation from a bad skin graft.
I don't think that remark makes sense.
Screw the pair of you.
There. If only you'd been shooting instead of complaining. You could have edited that in.
I told you, I have no intention of making love to you. I don't even want to see you naked.
What do you want?
I want to abandon the film showing this afternoon and go home to bed and stay in it forever.
You have a house both here and in England? In London?
Until the income tax people catch up with me. And about 1 million dependents. Cats, dogs, goldfish, tortoises, and so on. Do you think I could manage another woman And a cello as well.
But I was not thinking.
I don't care what you were thinking.
I was not.
Why don't you go to sleep? Oh, I'll count out the 10-minutely payments until it's time for me to go. Go on. Shut your eyes. Dream.
About your film. First you said the woman shot the boy. Then you said he shot her.
Did I?
Why did you?
I wasn't concentrating.
Have you a son?
Amongst several others. A bastard. I never knew until his mother died. Last year. She was extremely poor. They lived in a damp basement. She got pneumonia. Banal though it sounds, the story is true. 14-year-old boy. A potential fascist, I should say. I haven't got to know him a bit.
And she never told you or asked you for help?
No. I put him in this last film. He was exactly what I was looking for. Sullen, resentful, anarchic, loveless. The classical delinquent.
For classical reasons.
He's bloody good in the film.
And now it is finished. Will he join the cats and dogs and goldfish?
And prostitutes and cellos.
I am for one afternoon.
That's true. One more dreary afternoon at one more film festival.
I believe you are afraid to be in bed with me.
Like all sentimental people, you have a staggering talent for cliches.
I do not like you at all.
Why should you? People don't pay you to like them in any case.
I suppose you think you know all about what they pay me for.
Yes.
Thank God they are not all fat, sweating, cruel-minded film directors.
Fat?
Overweight.
I've a good mind to start charging you.
You can take all your money back if you like.
Oh, your cello never did me any harm. Why deprive it? At least I don't have to put up with hearing you play it. Ha!
I play very well.
Naked? Where is it? You got it here?
It is downstairs. I have a lesson while you have your film showing.
What about a demonstration?
Did you ever tell Leo much about your childhood?
Everything. He'd begin by calling me a bloody Polish fantasist, then proceed to drag every detail out of me. Getting out of Poland in the war, Palestine, England, nice, rich Polish cousin with a business in London. Becoming anglicized, as Leo so contemptuously called it.
I'm not queer.
But you wouldn't have an affair with me.
I think Leo wants you back.
Yes. And I can imagine some of his sadistic reasons for it, too.
I wonder why he provokes women into leaving him and then mourns them.
Yes. It's quite a ritual.
I have often wanted you, Dana.
From time to time.
I mean, I've loved you.
But naturally, since I'm your brother's wife.
I don't know about naturally. Necessarily.
It used to be rather amusing. watching you maintain such a vigilant distance.
I'm not. At this moment.
Of course. I leave Leo. The taboo begins to lose its power. And bing! At the same time, I fly down out of the sky into your bedroom. What do you think of my timing?
I think the crew are getting fed up with you.
They are?
The number of times you stopped shooting. For
Look, it's my job to bring this film in on schedule. They get paid anyway. And I didn't stop shooting just now for Dana.
I think you're sick.
You're not exactly untwisted yourself.
I wish you'd take those bloody dark glasses off. They make you look real poncy.
Can you see my drink anywhere? Thanks.
Christ, I look weird in this Victorian gear.
Not in the film, you don't.
The film's what I mean, about your being sick. God, you're bastard and your third wife playing stepmother and son. Especially in this one.
This one came on my scene before you did.
Well, it's good bread for sweet F.A. Our mother would have laughed. Howard tells me they're going to have the premiere over here. Expect you'll want me well out the way for that.
I shall want you here.
Don't count on it.
You know, in spite of the many revolting aspects of your character, I rather like you, Jack.
Thanks.
Oh, don't thank me. I'd have preferred not to.
Mother should have told you about me and screwed you for every penny she could get.
So she should.
I wonder why she didn't.
Your mother was pathologically independent. She carried independence to the status of an almost religious self-mutilation. Ah, those failed actresses crouched over gas rings in Notting Hill Gate. An egg in a saucepan. A brazier drying on a chair back in front of one of those oil stoves. An occasional job selling something at some exhibition or other. You know, Olympia and so on. A stint in some bloody coffee house. Nowadays, your mother would have been trying to kick the hell out of equity and be slaving her guts out for some political rally in the Empire pool.
Of course. You couldn't get her a job.
I hadn't got going myself in those days. Until I made The Quiet Frontier, nobody knew I existed.
Wasn't that one of Robert Kelvin's books as well?
It was. Thanks be to Robert.
Dana sure does a nut about him. That seedy old armchair communist.
You know, Howard, from the look on your face, you ought to be doing it for money.
Yours or Leah's?
Very sharp. You're coming on, Howard.
Go away, Dana.
I'm coming to bed with you.
Anita. Anita.
Yes.
Come home with me.
3 weeks before you go back to school, Edmund. We can get to know one another a little better.
I know you.
It was sad for me, too, today, you know, watching your father's regiment leave. But didn't they look fine in their uniforms? So proud, so distinguished.
I don't believe in this war.
Do you understand it, Edmund?
Do you?
Your father tells me they call you Buster at school. Why is that, Edmund?
Because I smashed 3 chaps' noses in fights.
How very pugilistic for a boy who doesn't believe in war.
I didn't say all wars. I said this one.
I'm quite unorthodox myself, you know.
Are you?
A little advice, dear Edmund. Let me be, how shall I put it, your Polonius. You remember Polonius?
He stinks.
Always pursue a sense of revenge, providing its results accrue to you some definite self-interest unrelated to the motive. Bear malice, but only to the point where the victim can still yield you further satisfaction. Regard acquisition vulgar, but gain honourable. Show contempt for deviousness, but never underestimate its tactical possibilities. Remember that nothing belongs to you by right. Neither, by the same token, does it belong to others. Never take on an opponent superior to yourself, either out of pride or the defense of some ideal or other.
Excuse me, Mom.
Mother, Edmund dear. Mother.
To hell with the forum. My brother Howard will be there. He'll make some excuse.
I am sorry I spoiled your little moment of sensual comedy by crying.
Nita.
Damn, damn, damn it, damn.
I won't say it wasn't erotic.
No! And when you come over to me and put your finger on my eyes, my lips, my breasts, and between my legs and say, these should not be for sale, you are gross, you are hypocrite, you are self-pitying.
All very true.
So I should go back to your house with you? For what?
Come and live there.
How?
Any way you want. On any terms you want.
So that I shall not be a prostitute?
I'm not so magnanimous. I'd have a coronary with self-ridicule if I did that.
If I had the wings of a sparrow and the arse of a dirty old crow, I'd fly right up in the treetops and crack on old Leo below.
I shall have to tell Leo.
For God's sake, Howard.
And leave him.
Well, not for me, I should hope.
No.
Or because of me.
No.
you, then.
That's about it.
So you have resented him all these years?
Maybe. But I think not.
Then?
I just want to be away from him. No.
I doubt if he'll ever make another film.
And then he won't need me. And I shan't want to be around to watch.
I wonder why we both think he's finished.
He's not finished in the way people usually mean it. He's tried to tell me several times lately. I quote Leo. The sheer magnitude of the offense committed by the species, against the species, and all else, leaves me in a condition of silent awe.
That sounds queasily grandiloquent.
He means it. You just pack up and shut up. I've never seen such a terrible resignation grow in a man.
Where shall you and I go?
Brazil?
Saint-Tropez.
It's time we were off to the... I was going to say to the film theatre.
Come on in, Jack. Don't let the shock paralyze you.
You two?
Howard!
Everyone always did make a habit of barging in on Howard without knocking. Don't you think it's time he had some privacy?
Don't you think it's time he spoke up for himself?
That's fair, Leo. I never have I?
You think you can cut me down with this? It doesn't mean enough to me.
You sock it to him, Dan.
Shut up!
If it doesn't mean much to you, Leo, then I'm glad.
And if it did?
That would be less painful, I should think. It might mean that you were less far gone.
I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't, all three of us, love you, Leo, in some peculiar fashion.
Not you two bastards.
Oh, yes, and you too, little bastard.
What's your love? Enlightened self-interest.
I was hoping you'd treat us to some spectacular rhetoric.
She'll chew you into little pieces, Howard.
You haven't a bad track record on that yourself.
Get out of that bed.
Turn around, Jackie.
I'm aware I've always been hard to live with. I've always felt doomed. It isn't conducive to gentle living, gentle loving. As for redemption through love, I've been too isolated, or egoistic, if you like, to experience it. And friendship? I've never been able to give more than loyal acquaintance. Fear. Certainly. All these things and others add up to the hardened devil of a director you see on the set. Working and behaving in the world almost furiously through an inner sense of complete inauthenticity. One therefore accumulates a personality that lacks the essential core of a person. People sense it. One senses them sensing it. If you are in some worldly fashion successful, so much the worse. That affords people the consolation of reminding themselves that nothing can alleviate the moral squalor of human emptiness.
What the bloody hell?
Now, what on earth is that all about?
That is all about my next film. I think I shall call it An Afternoon at the Festival.